Okay, so I went to Vegas, and prior to going to Vegas, I got a sinus infection. And as I had mentioned in my last video, I was going to Barney's to look at some fragrances that we don't have here in Denver. And like the day before I left, I get the sinus infection, and it's at its worst when I'm in Vegas. So I did end up getting a couple of fragrances, which I felt that was safe enough to buy, even though I couldn't smell them 100%. I was completely impaired in what I was able to smell. But I went ahead and got two anyhow. So, and I will be doing reviews on these as soon as I can smell completely. And it's Musk Ravageur from Frederick Mall and Dan's Test Bra from Frederick Mall. Those are the two that I picked up. Love those. I mean, from what I can tell, I think they'll be fine. They better be. And so I'll be doing reviews on those in the future as soon as I can smell again. And then I'm also going to be reviewing the new summer version of Amen. They're calling it Sun Essence. It's also called Summer Storm, I believe, or they were going to call it Summer Storm. So I'll be doing that as soon as I can smell it. So with that being said, in the last video I said, I'm probably not going to do a fragrance collection video anytime soon. Well, since I can't smell anything, that anytime soon is now. So I opened up a box of fragrances that I had, and we'll start with some of these and see how far we get with time. And the first one's going to be Iceberg Twice. I picked this up at Harrods in London several years ago. I don't even remember what this smells like. I remember that it was good. I liked it, but I have not. Some of these fragrances haven't seen daylight in years, and some of them haven't smelled in years. But I remember I did like that one, but I have not worn it recently at all. So that's Iceberg Twice. Another iceberg fragrance that I have is Iceberg Homme. I didn't care for this one, and that's why I only bought the small one. I don't even know why I bought it, honestly. That's Iceberg Homme. I think Iceberg has a new fragrance that's coming out this year, or came out late last year. So I don't know that we'll ever see that in the U.S. So if anybody's seen it or had their has come by it or has it, do a shout out on it. Base Notes said that this one is getting ready to be discontinued. They're going to retire Good Life from Davidoff. This one was probably given to me. I didn't spend any money on this one. That's Good Life. Is it upside down? There we go. So that's Good Life from Davidoff. Some of these that I have are testers. They don't have caps on them. Like I said, I don't think I paid for that one. I think that was given to me. Red from Giorgio Beverly Hills. I had this when it first came out. Not a favorite for me anymore, and this is not my original bottle, but I liked it when it first came out. That one I actually paid for. Blue Jeans from Versace. This is one that I thought I'd thrown out. I didn't. After opening it, I see that I might as well throw it because there's very little left, and it has turned. It is not the right color. So there's no point in keeping this one. That was a favorite for me. Wore that a lot. Also from Versace, I have the Dreamer, of course. Not one, but two, just in case. Oh, which one's it? Okay. I don't know which one's the older one and which one is it now. Egoiste from Chanel. That was my favorite Chanel. Not the Platinum, not for me. This is the Egoiste. That was the first one. Love that one. That is a good, long-lasting fragrance right there. From Karl Lagerfeld, got Jacko. This is the only one of his fragrances I ever cared for. And I haven't liked any before or after this one. And haven't seen anything new from him recently. So that's Jacko. Casual Friday from Escada. That was one of my favorite Escadas. The name, dumb. Stupid name for a fragrance. That certainly didn't help sell it any. It smelled great, though. It was a great fragrance. But ridiculous name. Night Flight by Yope. Has little stars etched into the bottle. This one was a favorite for me. I like this one. I didn't like it as much as the first Yope fragrance, but it wasn't bad. I like the ad best of all. That one. Also from Yope, What About Adam? This one I did not care for. I think I had my dad bring this back from London when he went one time, not knowing what it smelled like. It was Yope, and I'm just like, bring it back. And it had tomato leaf in it, extracted tomato leaf. I remember that for sure because I could smell it. Didn't like that, not one bit. The women's version was called All About Eve. So that's What About Adam. You know, cute concept for the names of the bottles, I suppose. Names of fragrances. What About Adam and All About Eve. This is another one I thought I'd thrown out, but I hadn't. And the box is quite in bad shape on this. This is Romeo Gilli's fragrance. It was wrapped in purple parchment paper, and I'm pretty sure that I got this from Neiman Marcus when it first came out. And it still looks like it's the right color. It still looks like it's in good shape. This was a favorite for me. It was a unique smell. Glad to see that I didn't throw that one because I didn't think that one was. I still had it. Essenza di Zegna. This one was a limited edition bottle they did with a wood base to it, and it had a wooden cap to it. I used to work for them, so this is one of the testers that I kept. I worked for them when this fragrance first came out. They had this one in Stella McCartney. And we've got Lolita Lempinka for men. That's it. So this is supposed to be shaped like a tree trunk with Lolita Lempinka etched into the bark of the tree. And it has ivy leaves all around it. And you know her women's fragrance is an apple in the shape of an apple with ivy leaves on it. And the sprayer's at the top, and you just press down on it and it sprays out. Sweet and spicy on this scent. I always like this one. This is one of those love-hate fragrances. People either they loved it or just not going to have it. So that's Lolita Lempinka. They did a light version of this as well too. I didn't have that one. I didn't care for it. And we've got, what is this? It's another tester somebody gave me. Oh, Pie from Givenchy. Got that. And a little mini as well in that. So I think that's all I'm going to do for now. I do have more that I'll do another video because it's going to get close to 10 minutes. So, but yeah, that's, I said some of these fragrances haven't been opened in several years, and some of these I've had for quite some time. But yeah, this is a good start. And behind me, on that shelf right there, there's a bunch of fragrances, and on the top shelf up there as well too. So those will be some I eventually get to, and I've got more in the box I haven't done yet. So that's it for now, and as soon as I can smell again, we'll do that review on the Sun Essence from Angel and the two Frederick Malle fragrances. So anyhow, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you soon.